quietly in the background. Its calm, steady tones are designed to help your mind drift even deeper into rest, guiding you peacefully into sleep as the story fades away. The frozen evening had already laid its pale blue veil across the northern horizon when the lone Travella approached the outskirts of the Scandinavian village. Snow stretched in every direction, unbroken except for the narrow path shaped by sled runners and the steady footsteps of those who ventured between settlements. The world was still, as if the land itself was waiting for night to settle fully upon it. Above the distant treetops, the last strands of daylight faded like old threads pulled loose from a winter cloak. Before the traveler rose, the wooden archway of the village gate, a simple construction of pine trunks, bound with frozen cords and dusted with snow so fine it seemed powdered from crushed moonlight. No god stood watch, for in these harsh months, no raider or wanderer dared roam without purpose. The villagers knew that the deep cold itself was a far greater sentinel than any human hand. A lantern flickered beneath the arch. Its iron frame, wrought by a blacksmith long accustomed to winter's demands, cast a warm amber glow upon the snow. The flame inside it danced slowly, as if lulled by the rhythm of the coastal winds that rolled steadily in from the distant fjord. The traveler paused at the gate, letting breath cloud the air in soft white bursts. The scent of pine smoke drifted from the village center, carried by wind currents that wound through the tightly clustered homes. It mingled with a faint, earthy smell of damp wood timber that had endured season after season of frost. Entering the village felt like stepping into a hidden world, preserved beneath layers of silence. Each longhouse stood with steep wooden walls and sloping roofs buried under snow thick enough to muffle every sound. Carved beams jutted from the rooftops, shaped into simple protection curved animal heads and interwoven spirals, meant to keep wandering spirits at bay during the longest nights of the year. Between the houses ran narrow paths, cleared by hand, their borders marked by piles of snow that rose almost to the traveler's chest. Along these paths, lanterns hung from wooden posts, their flames trembling gently, but holding firm against the cold. The light they cast stretched across the snow like golden threads woven into the fabric of the night. The traveler made slow progress, boots sinking deep into the frozen path with each step. A gust of wind swept through the village, brushing against the wooden walls and carrying with it the steady whisper of the nearby coast. It was a sound that belonged unmistakably to Scandinavian winters, neither violent nor soft, but constant, ancient, and patient. Ahead stood a small wooden bridge, crossing a stream now locked beneath thick ice. The planks creaked under the traveler's weight, though the sound was swallowed nearly at once by the snow-packed quiet. Beneath the icy surface, faint shadows shifted slow-moving water that would not fully freeze despite the cold, as if the stream insisted upon keeping one part of itself awake through the long season. Beyond the bridge, the village proper opened like a cluster of winter nests huddled together for warmth. Children's footprints dotted the snow around a gathering of carved wooden figure small idols, and playthings left from a day of quiet amusement. Long drafts of cold vapor curled from the chimney holes of nearby homes, rising into the night where the first stars began to pierce the sky like silver pins holding winter's vast tapestry in place. A woman clad in layers of wool and fur stepped outside one of the longhouses, carrying a woven basket. She looked up briefly at the traveler, not startled, but curious. Indices and strangers were rare, yet the people of this region were accustomed to wandering souls seeking warmth, news, or rest. With a nod of polite acknowledgement, she returned indoors, drawing her heavy wooden door closed behind her. A soft orange glow seeped through the seams of the house,